Greetings and peace and love, everybody. My name is Ram Hotep, broadcasting on behalf of 13signastrology.com. The question was asked of me, very simple question. What are crop circles? What are crop circles? Crop circles are sacred geometrical patterns that are so precisely carved out into different crops like wheat crops and rye crops. They're so accurately carved out that they could not have been made by human beings, because human beings have yet to figure out how to precisely make such wonderful images. And crop circles are nothing new to this planet. Crop circles have just now started to become discovered here on this planet, or talked about, since the 1980s. But people have been finding crop circles like since forever. Crop circles, 90% of the crop circles are actually found in Europe. 90% of them. And a lot of them are found around the Stonehenge area. And the reason for this is because the Stonehenge area was a major landing station for ETs, and still is to this day. That whole area was a major landing station, and that's one of the reasons why the major stones and big monuments were built there in Stonehenge, is because it served as a marker to let extraterrestrials know when to land, or where to land, I should say. And this is what Stonehenge is. And when these ships land, a lot of times they leave different sacred geometrical patterns when they take back off. And these are called crop circles. And a lot of these crop circles, we are familiar with the shapes and images. Some of them leave, like one of the crop circles, they left a Star of David. Another crop circle, they left the Fruit of Life, which I'll be doing a video on soon. It's different crop circles that have been left. Some of the symbols resonate with us and we recognize, and other symbols we don't recognize. But crop circles is essentially a way for extraterrestrials to communicate with each other through a certain language that they universally speak. See, the extraterrestrials have what's called a universal language, or the language of the universe. And they speak this particular language, and they write this particular language in symbols. And this is what the crop circles are. They are this particular language, and the ETs communicating with each other. For instance, if a group of ETs have already been in a certain place, they'll leave crop circle letting other ETs know that they just landed there, or that's their particular craft. Like each particular craft has its own sacred geometrical pattern or its own shape. So they'll know the ETs from other particular fleets and crafts will know which particular ETs were there based upon the crop circle that was left there. So that's what crop circles for. They communicate information. Now, crop circles are also used to help humans to make the ascension. And crop circles are a way for some ETs to communicate with us and to let us know that we are protected, that they love us, and that they want to see us to make the ascension. For some, extraterrestrials are leaving the crop circles for that particular purpose. And I know a lot of people are wondering, how can a crop circle help you make the ascension? Well, it's easy. The crop circles, even though they just look like a beautiful, wonderful pattern, it's actually a grid that's created when you make a crop circle. A crop circle, for one thing, is a circle. Anytime you form a circle, there's magic being created. Whatever you put within the circle, these are the magical elements that you're bringing into the circle. So when they make these crop circles, this is a magical grid that's being created, and it causes the frequency of the earth to shift. And they can also communicate with the beings of the earth through that particular crop circle. And I know you don't understand that, and the reason why people might not understand it is because they don't have a good grasp of the paranormal world, and they don't have a good grasp of the spiritual world. But people that have altars and that work rituals and leave out offerings for their ancestors, they know that a simple grid sitting on a table may just look like some stupid simple grid of some stuff left out for your ancestors sitting on a table. It may just look like, what is this for? This looks stupid and foolish. But that's an energy portal that you're creating by just the very fact that you have this altar, this grid. Wherever you leave it at, whatever you put in there is enhancing this grid. See, the circle creates the portal, or the energy grid, and whatever you put in it enhances it. And this is the same thing with a crop circle. Anytime you see a circle drawn, magic is being played out. And this is what the ETs are doing. The ETs use magic too, just like humans do. So that's basically my brief video. It's not a lot to really say about crop circles. They're a form of language and communication. They help to raise the vibration of the planet. They're a good way for ETs to communicate with each other, to let them know that they landed there and things like that. Most of the crop circles are in Europe, which is letting you know that most of the crop circles are being actually left by ETs that are not from outer space, but from the inner caverns of the Earth. That's where most of the crafts that are leaving the crop circles are built aerodynamically. So it's not ETs mostly that are from outside of the Earth leaving these crop circles. They're coming from within the center of the Earth. And that's something that has to be pointed out here too as well. So I hope this little bit of information helped. For more enlightening information, I ask that you visit my website. And until we meet again, I'll leave you in peace and love.